Jai Shri Samran and Jai Shri Krishna. King Parikshit, the son of Abhimanyu, inherited the kingdom of the Kauravas after the Pandavas. True to his lineage, he was a valorous warrior, just monarch, and very liked by his subjects. One day, whilst travelling in the forest, he was separated from his followers and got lost. He wandered around in search for water to quench his thirst, but could not find any. Soon hunger added itself to the set of ills plaguing him. In this exhausted state, deep in the woods, he came across the humble Rishi Shamak, who was sitting in the posture of meditation below a nearby tree. The king thought, here at last, there is some means to relieve my hunger and my thirst. He then went nearby the Rishi and humbly requested him for some food and water. The Rishi remained deep in meditation, as one oblivious to the king's presence. The king was extremely angry. He saw that a dead snake was lying in the grass nearby. He lifted the snake with the corner of his bow and garlanded the Rishi with this unclean object. After offering this insult, he went his way. Throughout this, the Rishi remained silent, continuing his meditation. This sage had a son called Shrinji. He became extremely angry when he found out about the king's actions. He cursed him, saying, "Since out of the arrogance of his power, Parikshit has garlanded my father with a dead snake, may he die before the 7th day from today, bitten by a snake. The impious king shall be punished by Takshak, the king of serpents. Thus shall the king, whose very existence is an offence to the highly souled people, meet with an untimely death." When the Rishi heard that his son Shrinji had cursed Parikshit, he was very sad. He called his son and said, "Son, when I myself have forgiven King Parikshit for the insult offered, why did you then curse him? Do you not know that he is a just and fair king? He was very tired and hungry that day, and committed this offence in a fit of rage. Except for this instance, he has been an exemplary ruler. Thanks to his just rule, the rishis can continue their penances without fear of any interruption. It behoves a Brahma to keep his anger and passion under strict control. It is evident that you are yet to reach the mental maturity required to become a sage. Your education is therefore incomplete. Go to the forest and learn to control your anger by indulging in constant penance." Following this incident, King Parikshit became aware of the curse and handed over the throne to his son and found refuge under the shelter of the great sage Sukdev, where he then spent the next 7 days listening to the discourses of the Bhagwat Puran. Having heard the Bhagwat Puran, Parikshit thanked Sukdev. He told the sage that he was no longer frightened of being bitten to death by a snake. He had learnt the nature of the soul and how the divinity of Lord Shri Krishna, and only wished to now serve him. When Sukdev left, Parikshit sat down and began to meditate. Takshak disguised himself as a Brahman in order to get near to the king. He then bit the king and Parikshit died instantly. The moral of the story is, never let your pride and anger cloud your judgment, as it can bring the downfall of the best man or woman. Indeed, the true goal of life is to serve Maharaj and to become the Das. Jai Shri Swaminarayan and Jai Shri Krishna.